Hello, it's Thursday, it is the 12th of August 2021 and it's day 10 of my attempt to quit smoking. I am doing really well, cravings on and off obviously, but other than that I'm doing really well. A few people that I know, friends, family even, and some colleagues have asked how I'm actually doing this. Am I doing it cold turkey, or am I actually using stop smoking products? And to be honest, yeah, I am. I'm using nicotine replacement therapy. I had no intentions of going cold turkey with this, primarily because I don't think I'd stand a chance. I've smoked for 43 years, and of late I have been quite a heavy smoker. I think it would be detrimental to go cold turkey. It's not for everyone, so I have chose the path of using nicotine replacement therapies. If it is a path that you choose, and by the way, the reason that I've done that is because I'm not exactly too concerned about nicotine right now. I can deal with that further down the road. My idea was for health purposes to stop lighting up those horrible, nasty, dirty, tobacco-filled tubes and smoking and inhaling the poisons that come off that. If you are choosing or considering even using nicotine replacement therapy, I might stress to you, please do some research. If anything else, maybe contact your GP, contact a medical specialist. Even a stop smoking service can give you the best advice on the right products for you, because it's not a one size fits all situation. What you want to do is get off on the best foot that you can. You need to be well armed with the information that you need to succeed. For me, I'm using a combination of patches and also a nicotine replacement spray. And this was discussed with my outreach support worker from the stop smoking establishment that I chose, which is Help Me Quit Wales. The products that I actually got from them are free. I don't have to pay for them. Equally, if you do decide to go sort of freestyle without the aid of a safety net, please do your research, because there are so many different products out there, and albeit that they might have the same end goal as in to help you to quit smoking, each one probably would have their own little way of doing it, or a little niche, or certain things like that. For me, like I said, I'm using a patch. I've covered up the brand because it would not be fair for me to sort of mention the brand that I'm using. I'm not pushing anybody's brand. This is a 24-hour patch. It's no bigger than, if you can just make out that line there, it's about that width, and it's a square sort of situation. You can just make it out. That is a 24-hour patch, okay, and that delivers 21 milligrams of nicotine over that period of time. So the whole patch contains about 114 milligrams of nicotine. Okay, so the premise with that is because I was such a heavy smoker that the discussion that I had with my outreach support worker was that I would benefit more from having this going all of the time. So I wear this 24 hours and change it again. It's a clear patch, so you can't really see it, or you can. And basically what you do, you open the packet. Now it's on a little plastic foil, okay? You peel one end off, a bit like a band-aid or a plaster, and you put that bit on, press that down, peel off the other bit and press that down. Try not to touch the patch itself, because I did that on my first go. And the problem is that because it's quite tacky, it does need to adhere to the skin. It does need that contact. And if that tacky starts coming off, that little gummy sort of feeling from it, it will start to separate from your skin and start to peel off. Happened to me on my first go. I didn't read the instructions properly. I went in, all guns are blazing, stuck it on. Within 2 hours it was peeling off. What I have found to do, or what's worked for me, is I use like a a surgical tape. You can buy it from a pharmacy. It's quite cheap. And basically what I've done is I just stick around the patch. I know that looks quite crude, but in my mind I know that that patch isn't coming off. It's sticking to my skin. The tape is doing its job because it's just helping it to bed down a little bit better. And where it's starting to get a bit raggy there, after a while, if it's getting worse, you can peel that off and just stick a new piece over the top, you know, or even just leave that in situ because you're only leaving it till the next day. You can shower with this on, you know, it is supposed to be waterproof. I've done it. Just have to be mindful. The only other thing as well is do change your site every single time you use it. So put it on a new part of your body, because I've not experienced it myself, but it can sort of cause a little bit of skin irritation if applied to the same site repeatedly and stuff like that. I've not had that at all, you know, but if you've got a bit of sensitive skin, just be aware of that. So in combination with that patch, okay, 24-hour patch, 21 milligrams of nicotine delivered over that. Oh, by the way, just going back to the patch very briefly as well, pick a wise time to actually apply this and to take it off. On the box it does recommend applying it just shortly after waking up. For me it didn't work. If you watch any of my previous videos, which I would, you know, hope you would, because there is some good information on there about my journey. If you have to excuse me, I've just had my lunch. If you the problem that I was having was I was pre-quitting. I was always a big smoker first thing in the morning. You know, my favourite thing was to go out, get a cup of coffee, go and sit in the garden and smoke cigarettes. So consequently, I was waking up in the morning and putting a patch on, but I was waking up and I was desperate for a cigarette. Within the first 1 or 2 days, it was just hell on earth for me. And I thought, I can't cope with this, because then I had to wait for the patch to kick in, albeit that it usually sort of starts to kick in about 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes after application. What I have done, and this was a bit of experimenting, was I put it on at 8 o'clock at night, okay? Because coming up from between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. when I put the patch on, I can actually feel that patch depleting of the nicotine that it's supplying. You know, it's obviously it's running down. There's not going to be that much of it left. By about 7:30, I really know that I need to change the patch, because cravings are starting to pick up a little bit. They're not painful, they're not horrible, but you're just aware of it, you know. Well, again, like I said, and then 15 to 30 minutes afterwards, I'm fine. You know, I've calmed right down again. So just be mindful about that, about when you actually want to put this patch on, change it. The other thing that I've been using is this. This is a spray. This is a nicotine delivery system spray. This gives you 1 milligram of nicotine per dose. Okay, it's dead simple to use. I'm not sure about other products, because obviously, you know, the system for delivery is going to be slightly different. With mine, you just basically, there's a button there. You press that and slide that up, and then that exposes the nozzle, the spray, whatever you want to call it. Okay, my advice, the word from the wise on this is, it says on the box that you need to spray it on the inside of your cheek. Okay, and remember, I'll come back to this in a minute, by the way. Yeah, so spray it onto, don't, if you I'm saying don't, I've experienced it and it is really strong. You know, it's like, whoa, it actually burns. It can burn if you get too close and deliver it too fast. It is really strong, you know, but it works. This is the thing, there's an upside and a downside to it. So yeah, this is called Cool Berry. So I don't know about cool. What I found the best way to apply this is make sure your hands are clean, okay, and spray one spray under your finger, and you just press this, okay, there, that's that, and then rub it on, and then you can feel it straight away. I have tried to, as I say, spray it on the inside, and it is really difficult. That thing I keep doing, and people have mentioned this on previous videos, and I can't help it, is that is because of this spray. Okay, now if you do suffer with heartburn, some sort of reflux, it will induce it a little bit. You know, I do. I've always had a little bit of heartburn. I have to be careful about certain foods that I eat. This will do that, you know, and that is what's happening to me. Is every time I use it, it's like, But you can remedy that. You can take your normal remedy, what you do for heartburn, or you know, you can buy products over the counter, which does alleviate it. So pros and cons, you know, you've got that. There's the hot, burny sort of initial feeling, but that only lasts about 5-10 minutes, if that, 5 minutes, and the heartburn side of things. But you can use this 1 milligram dosage you can use it 65 times per day. I'm not up to that yet, but that's how much you can actually use that, you know, and that does help with those like really sort of niggly, immediate little cravings that you might get. Back to the patches for a minute. So I got these. I started my quit on Monday the 2nd of August. And I got 2 weeks worth of patches. Okay, my next lot of 2 weeks will be due next Monday. I've spoke to my support person, and we both agreed, and there's a reason for this, is that I'm going to stick with 21 milligrams for another 2 weeks. Okay, primarily because I've done so well, and I've surpassed anything that I ever imagined that I could do. I don't want to jeopardise that, and as I said earlier, you know, I'm not overly concerned about the nicotine. It's just getting rid of and using cigarettes, and I need to keep this feeling going. So I am going to use another 2 weeks worth of 21 milligram patches delivered over 24 hours. But what I am going to do is I'm going to knock that on the head. Okay, I am going to try and gun out just using the patches. So in a way, I will be reducing the amount of nicotine that I'm going to be using. Anyway, should you have any questions about the products that I'm using, how I've used them, and what I've actually experienced in any depth, please feel free to leave a comment. You know, ask me a question or tell me your experiences, and that'd be fantastic to hear from you. In the meantime, please like and subscribe, okay? And the reason is that I'm just hoping that if one person can be inspired by anything that I've experienced over the last 10 days, and chooses to stop smoking, that'd be fantastic, you know. So please like and subscribe. And the more people see it, can think, oh, you know, he must be not, you know, he must be doing okay if lots of people are liking it. As for the subscription thing, it's just so purely so you might be able to follow along. I'm not making any money out of this. I've got no chance of making any money out of this. I mean, I'm quite new to YouTube, and as I understand it, to be monetarised, to get anything from it, you need thousands upon thousands of subscribers, and I'm not here to influence the world, you know. I've got no chance of doing that. In the meantime, thank you very much for listening. Take it easy, stay safe, and be happy. And if you are on this journey to quit smoking, or you're even considering it, more power to you. You know, you can do this. You know, I've done it. I never thought for 1 minute, none of my family would ever thought that I could have done it, but I have. So till next time, stay safe. Bye bye.